With that, let's get up to Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Second down, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it's third down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. This Titans D, Charles, by most metrics, one of the better ones in the league, ranking right around 10th, but they amazingly have yet to force a fumble.
And those numbers do look good. Didn't you say, what, 10th in the league?
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty impressive overall, but they have yet to force a fumble this year. So if you don't take the ball away from people, those numbers really don't matter. Ask around the league. As the Seattle Seahawks like to say, it's all about the ball.
Yeah, and that one fumble that they do have, we didn't mention, it came on special teams. But again, this D, no fumbles forced. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now it's Osweiler underneath for Miller. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is? And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Cut in left. Cut in left. Hey, four down.
And he motions the wide receiver. Mariota now on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. John Simon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On first down, Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Osweiler, right side, caught Fedorowicz. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's caught, Fedorowicz. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now it's Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. 20! Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Klug in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Osweiler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run. This is Blue. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick it.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jay Prosh taking it in. And the Texans are in for 6. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That was second down run for Murray. And some room to roam now. And a cut to DeMarco Murray. Kiss him goodbye. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. And early in this one, DeMarco Murray sending a warning note out to the defense. They better start getting him on the ground or it could be a long game.
A dynamic, explosive run. And you're exactly right, partner. If they don't start stopping this right here, right now, look out. He can pile it up in a big way, and that'll really help his team out.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run with Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Hey, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with their second down call after that type of a game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. Lamar Miller. The 20, and all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 81 yards. terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
This is the running back, Blue. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now they're in the hurry-up. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Mariota now from the 50, finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. On the outside, they're playing press coverage. Mariota, boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this field, well within range. See if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, Osweiler escaping. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. It's a foot race. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Osweiler. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again on 2nd and 10 now, it's Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. Leopard. Back down to that belly. Here we go. Watching that Barney. Gun. The
the gun. It's Osweiler. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, Murray stays on his feet. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
In motion right comes Matthews. Second down, Mariota. And this is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run here. It's Murray fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now Mariota on 4th down. He's got time in the pocket. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, so much attention in Dallas about Dak Prescott and what he's done as a rookie quarterback, and deservedly so. I don't think many people saw this coming. But when you talk with people in Dallas, they'll tell you they saw signs early after he joined the team. In fact, one of the observers told me they were having a 2-minute drill, and they were going through it. And Des Bryant caught a pass and ran the length of the field for a touchdown. But they were in a 2-minute drill trying to get work done. And Dak Prescott actually took him to the side and said, hey, you're the big dog around here, but we all need to get some work in. And the team saw that.
Wow, the rookie going to the vet.
That's pretty impressive right there. And I think it got everyone's attention early in Dallas about Dak Prescott. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Osweiler. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
3rd and long. It's Osweiler. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Osweiler. He's got time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Parrish Cox. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And the Titans getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
On third down, Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. Now fourth down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
His pass caught at the 4. Well scored. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews from 6 yards away. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And he's got it up and through. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he loses the football the second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We can talk about rookie quarterbacks and mistakes they make, but an 11-11 record and 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions going into this weekend's games, that wasn't too bad.
Not bad at all. And understandably, a lot of people talking about Prescott and Wentz, but you say Cody Kessler deserves a little love.
I think so. He made a 6th start against Dallas, threw a touchdown pass, and continues to be accurate and tough in the pocket. Carson Wentz, I think, is still playing well, despite the fact the team's had a little bit of a losing skid. But Dak Prescott threw 3 touchdown passes at Green Bay, threw 3 more against Cleveland last weekend.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back now in Nashville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Again on 2nd and 10 now, it's Osweiler. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw is Osweiler. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he'll bang that one through. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what.
Off to the races. DeMarco Murray. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, 75 yards. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well,
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Strong, 78 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. A handoff. It's Murray. Room here to run. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A first down carry for Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Check four. Banjo. Patch.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, one play drives exactly.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly they get to the line. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Osweiler to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Derrick Henry, just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Left side, caught by Matthews. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright with time running out. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up defensively.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One last shot for Osweiler. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.